Hey, this is Biden Shoes 03, back again with another top 10 list video. Let's go. Nickelodeon GAS shows that needs to be remade. From the greatness of all classics, to one in great sporting events, and to some new great shows that have been filmed, we're going to be counting down the top 10 Nick GAS shows that definitely need a remake. Now, before we begin, first of all, I need to make a reminder, I'm not going to do shows featured on the Nickelodeon studios in Florida. In fact, I'm going to be talking about some of the shows that was filmed from Nickelodeon GAS. That's what we're talking about. Now, first of all, I watched Nickelodeon GAS ever back then, and I kind of remember having some memories of the GAS shows, just like I always remembered so far, even though it's still possible for the record though. So today in this video, we're going to look at some of the shows that definitely needs to be remakes, just in case. Just a reminder before we begin. Again, first off, I already did a video of the Nickelodeon GAS discontinued, so if you want, feel free to check it out there. And I already saved the list of GAS shows that I actually put on this list, just in case though. And if some of you are actually a GAS fan back then, you probably recognize all of the shows that was been filmed from Nickelodeon GAS. Before the reminder, first of all, I'm not going to talk some of the game shows, some of those already filmed from Nickelodeon Studios. Instead, I'm going to be talking about the GAS shows, the one that was filmed from Nickelodeon GAS instead. And if some of you might remember seeing Nickelodeon GAS so far, you might have watched some of the shows that already was presented so far that was really possible. So today we're going to take a look at this one that I'm pretty sure you might recognize, that what these GAS shows actually needs. Remakes. Yep, we're going to take a look at GAS shows that definitely needs to be remakes for the record. So today, here are the top 10 Nick GAS shows that definitely needs to be a remake. But before we begin, first off, if you're new here to this channel, feel free to subscribe so you won't miss out on any of the videos. Press that like button so that way you can like the video. Turn on those notifications so you won't miss an upload from me. And comment below which one of them that you think's the best. So, without further ado, grab a snack, grab a drink, pop some popcorn, and open those bags of Sour Patch Kids. Take a seat, relax, enjoy yourself, get comfortable, and here is the countdown. At number 10 we have is Renford Rejects. Renford Rejects is a teen sitcom that produced and aired Nickelodeon between 1998 and 2001. I never heard of the show back then, but I think it's also a great show that actually been aired. As a matter of fact, the show also aired in the US with Nickelodeon GAS ever since then. By the way, it turns out that Renford Rejects is a British teen sitcom. I'm not joking, by the way, it's only on IMDb. But in any case, I would say that Renford Rejects definitely needs to be a remake. At number 9 we have is Scaredy Camp. In Scaredy Camp, this is where teens have to work together and solve puzzles and find clues in order to put the ghost to rest. And as a matter of fact, this is also a camping challenge. It's actually a camping challenge. And it's honestly, the teams so far in this game are actually both the red and blue teams. And honestly a great one of all. The host of the game show, Emma Wilson, is also the host of presenting teams with challenges during the day and midnight time. There's actually one challenge for each day and night. And there's possible this as well. Now, first of all, the show actually made 2 seasons and 10 episodes, just like on a different record of all. And there's also for exploring challenges, and for this one, it was still perfect at all. As a matter of fact, this is also a TV show where teammates has to work together to find clues during midnight. And the team with the most clues at the end of all of it actually wins and goes to the midnight round to look for the final clue. I will probably say that Scaredy Camp was actually another show that was also a great one of all. And I would say that Scaredy Camp definitely needs to be a remake. And number 8 we have is Nickelodeon Robot Wars. Robot Wars is a battle game where teams has to battle with the robots. Where it's actually a team battle where a team has to design robots and battle them until one of them loses power. Basically, I can find the show is kind of like BattleBots, and it's honestly a great way to present it. A lot of the great shows so far is that they only just award the folks with the multiple rounds. After all the rounds is over, the robot that survives all the round wins. And for this show, Robot Wars, this definitely needs a remake. At number 7 we have is Salute Your Shorts. Salute Your Shorts is a group of teenagers who are having adventures while they're in summer camp. There's also a great show to present it in different sort of ways. The show actually made 2 seasons and 26 episodes just out of this one. And the show only just made just 2 seasons. Now, unfortunately, I have never heard of this show ever since. But basically, it's actually a show that everybody already has committed to. So you're gonna actually tell that I'm the dumb one. But let me tell you this: if this actually aired on Nickelodeon today, this would have been a new popular way to present the show more easy for the topic, though. I would say that Salute Your Shorts definitely needs a remake. At number 6 we have is Splash TV. At number 5 we have is Think Fast. Think Fast is a children's game show that aired on Nickelodeon on May 1st from 1989 to the mid-90s. The host of the game show was Michael Carrington, and he was actually the host presenting from Think Fast. And so far, the show only made 2 seasons and 106 episodes at a time. So the show started in the mid-90s in 1989 and it closed in the 1990s. They also did reruns of it back in 1991, which they did reruns of shows on Nickelodeon GAS. They also did show switches on the topic. For example, the host of the game show was already Michael Carrington, but he was replaced and the new host was Skip Lackey. And he was actually the new host for the Nickelodeon GAS series. And also, the new announcer was also switched as well. The announcer we had was Wipe Apollo, and he was actually the new announcer for this one. Unfortunately though, he was replaced by a new announcer, which was Henry J. Walkazico, and he was actually the presenter of the new host as well. And as honestly though, the new announcer. And as honestly though, even though since I've never seen Think Fast before, I would say that Think Fast definitely needs a remake. At number 4 we have is SK8 TV, or is also called Skate TV. Now, I've also never heard of this before, but I'll explain what this is. In the Skate TV, this is actually where they interview skaters, on either on a skateboard park. And I think it's a way to interview both skaters as well. The show actually started in the mid-90s and it only made 13 episodes at the time. And it was also presented on the Nickelodeon GAS channel from 1999 by 2005. I would say so far that Skate TV definitely needs a remake. And number 3 we have is Play to Z. Unfortunately, I couldn't find this information, so it turns out this one is actually gone. So let's go to the next list. And number 2 we have is Nickelodeon's AllStar Challenge. In Nickelodeon's AllStar Challenge, it's actually a 3-episode where the television only aired during the Nickelodeon's Big Help from October of 1994. And it's actually presented only Nick Stars hosts that they presented, and the hosts they picked were Phil Moore, Michael O'Malley, and more. And it actually was a perfect great show so far. The show actually has all the game shows that we loved all the way from the mid-90s. And it only just made one show just on this one as though. Honestly, I would say that the Nickelodeon's AllStar Challenge definitely needs a remake. And finally, our last one we also have for you for today is Game Farm. Game Farm is another show that also presented for gamers, 3 of them playing on the show and 1 playing online. And the show actually made 2 episodes ever since then. And it really was a great new show actually aired so far. The 2 hosts of the show is Max Darwin and Ann Hu. And they're the hosts of all tutorials and gaming updates from the show. Also, after the end of all the games, the players that's still in the game, only 1, will go to the bonus round. It would beat, of course, the Gaminator, which kind of looks like a motorcycle person in disguise. But in any case, I'll probably say so far in Game Farm, this show definitely needs a remake. Also, here's a bonus story. Anyone remembers this kid, Darius Bear, the one that was on Spy Kids? Well, guess what? He was in the show. I'm not joking at all, but Darius Bear was in the show. Yeah, really surprisingly thought on that. But again, that was a great show, and it also needs a remake. And those are the top 10 Nick Gas shows that needs to be remakes. What do you think in the comments? Have you also seen some of the other Nick Gas shows that you like the most? Feel free to tell me in the comments below. If there's any other Gas shows that I also missed and that definitely need to be on the list, then feel free to tell us down in the comments. That'll do it for today's video. If you like this one, feel free to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you won't miss out on any other videos. Comment below which one of them that you think they need to be remade. And also a little update, don't forget to support us on Patreon, which is going to be linked in the description down below. So go to patreon.com/BuddyDanger or click the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you folks in the next video. This is BuddyDanger 203. Peace out.